Hi there, Skyward Shield. Welcome to a new Smite video. Today we're going over the patch notes. Actual 3.15, Under the Sea. And without any context, you're going to hear these first two voice packs for new skin for Kukulkan and Hebo.
My anaconda don't, my anaconda don't, my anaconda don't want none unless you got bounce on.
No fundo encantado do lado de lá, a voz da Iara chamou, ouvi chamar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Smite was on, or High Res was on crack when they made the voice lines for these. There's no way for everyone to get these all at once. Right now, they're giving it for people who transfer from Latin to North America servers. I guess they're eliminating them or something, and this is like the incentive to transfer. I don't know. I don't know the details, but we'll be able to get them soon. I get the feeling that Hebo is going to be part of the fantasy set. And Kukulkan, I think that's a tier 2 skin. It looks like a tier 2 skin, but if no, we have a case of tier 2 new voice pack with, like, think of Furiona. That's technically a tier 2, but she got a new voice pack out of it. So yeah. Next to get Serve Freya, part of the summer set. This is the last skins of the summer set.
I don't know about you all, but I am planning to keep my Grand Slam streak.
Let's not all be anemones. Let's cuddlefish.
The Medusa skin, her voice is a lot different from what I expected. Like, I had expectations that weren't, not remotely close to actual Medusa, but this one even shattered them. But I feel like I've heard her before. She sounds like a Danganronpa character. My first guess was Sonya, never mind, because I mentioned it, Enchanted Chunga had Natalie Hoover, the one who played Sonya, as her, which makes sense for me. But it's like, there's no way that's her again. They wouldn't have her appear again so soon. I could be wrong, but it sounds like a Danganronpa character. I could be wrong. And of course, Mastery Skins, Erling Shen. You know, Erling Shen, you're still a boring character if you ask me. Out of all the new gods, I've been the least interested in him. I bet when I try him, I'd like him, but I just have no motivation to try him right now. And his voice is damn boring, like, seriously. Maybe they'll learn, but if you get a new voice, voice him if this god, if I'm right, is based off, or he's the inspiration for Tien Shinhan. There's a whole lore thing think of the lore that with him beating Sun Wukong and then Tien beats Goku the first time he fought him. It's like you should have asked Chris Savage to go get Tien Shinhan's voice actor and play him there. It would have been from like a 7 to a 10. No, 6 to a 10, because he's not bad. He's just okay. Achievements for Bacchus, Sobek, and Terra. One thing, Sobek. The first one's so easy to get. If you're playing a conquest, you're gonna get this achievement most likely, unless this is a surrender, or you just have a really bad game. And then the next one, I think that one's gonna be kind of hard, but we'll see. Anyway. Next, there's some miscellaneous stuff. They're gonna slowly change how things for the competitive setting. I won't get into the details of that because I don't play competitive. I'm sorry, I haven't started yet. I will try one day, but honestly, I don't think that'll happen till at least next year. But we'll see. Anyway, item changes: Enchanted Spear, the tier 2 for Spear of Desolation, Spear of the Magus. So we'll talk about that in a minute. It got a reduction cost, 1,700 to 1,550. That's good. However, the other two items did not get a change in price, so don't think that those got cheaper, because Spear is good where it is, because you don't get Spear unless you're ahead. But I think it's fair, because sometimes they're like, why can't I get this sooner? It's way more expensive than it should be, and it's not even that strong for the price it was worth, so it's good. And then it gives more incentive for this, Spear of the Magus, which... It's funny that they've buffed this item. I'm actually planning on making a video on all 4 penetration items, which Spear of the Magus, Spear of Desolation, Obsidian Shard, and Voidstone. I'll be making a video about all 4 of those and talking about their uses, when you should and shouldn't build them. So perfect timing actually. Gets a small buff, good basic flat magical power combined with the pen, good. But I'll leave it at that. And the next, this is the big one, the Poison Star. This is what's meant to replace Golden Bow. Well, not for hunters to start with. This is literally replacing that slot. You can get the Shuriken and then go straight to Poison Star. 2,000 gold, 30 physical power, 15 crit chance, which compared to Wind Demon, I think it had a little bit more power and 5% more crit than this. The passive is what I'm afraid of. This is just not helping. This is not helping in the problem with ADCs, the inherent problem with what they're doing. Everyone keeps let me first say the passive. Let me not get ahead of myself. Crit chances on enemy gods, or getting a crit on an enemy god, will inflict them with the weakening poison for 3 seconds. This poison slows them by 20% and reduces their damage output by 20. So basically, if they have this on, it's really hard to gank them. Like if they build this early, if a god chooses to build this early, it makes ganking them harder because yes, it's 15%, which is not a guarantee, but they might have something like a steroid to boost their crit chance. But if they do get a crit, you're slowed. So let's say I'm a Nemesis and I'm gonna go gank an ADC. I don't know. Let's say I'm gonna try to gank a Neith, and she got I'm not saying it works on Neith, but just roll with me here, just as an example. I could gank her, and if she gets a crit on me, not even factoring escape abilities or anything, I'm going to have a tougher time catching her because she slows me down. Or she could focus me and kill me. She will overpower me, not because she's got more strength than me, but because she's weakened me to where my attacks do less. So unless you're an ability-based god, you're going to have a tougher time 100-0ing via basic attacks against an ADC. They could use this as a way to escape, or let's switch it the other way around, to chase. Because if you're running away from them, unless you have an escape move like a jump and go through a wall, they'll catch you. If they can just get one crit on you, you're slowed. They're gonna chase you and just get more crits, restarting the cycle. This passive, I think, is what's gonna have to get a change later, because I do not think this is a good idea. The passive, honestly, I agree with what Duke Sloth said. Anti-heal. If this was an anti-heal based item, it'd be great, because you'll be dealing with healers better, because we need more anti-heal. Because healers are climbing back into the meta, and more importantly, I'm kind of like on a lonely island saying Aphrodite is going to be a problem soon, mark my words. And I guess we'll have to wait and see until I'm the one to say I told you so. Next god changes. They fixed an issue with her web where you could stack it in unintended ways. Fafnir is getting a nerf. I want to make Guardians great again, but this is okay, I guess. Curse strength, it decreased your dragon protection, or the debuff from 20 to 40 to just 20 at all ranks. So the one thing I could say is that, does that mean you shouldn't level, when should you level this up then? If it's just going to be a flat 20, why even level it up? You see what I mean? But we'll see. I don't know. But I don't know how to properly build Fafnir. I like to play Fafnir, but I still don't. I have an idea how to properly level him, of course. But yeah, you know, Geb getting a buff. Yeah, see, this is for Guardians already. One Guardian gets nerfed, but only for another to rise. Roll out, increase the starting damage scaling 50 to 75. Now, when you're getting chased by a Geb who's using rollout on you, you're like, okay, if anything, he's gonna help me escape more because he'll just push me farther away from his allies. Which, unless I have 100 HP left, I have no reason to be afraid of this rollout. In fact, I welcome it. This might make it a little more dangerous. But the other one, this is the one that we're gonna be feeling when it happens. Cataclysm, the stun duration from 1 to 1.8 is not gonna be 1.6 to 2 seconds. That is a big deal. That is going to be a big problem. I mean, everyone said Sylvanas had the superior version of the ult, but now Geb is going to be annoying. Like, when he did his ult at the beginning in early game, it's just, a 1 second stun, not too bad, I can get around it. Late game, it was kind of, okay, yeah, you got a bit of a problem, but nothing I can't overcome. But early game, this thing's going to be annoying. So, this is a get-out-of-jail-free card for your ADCs. You use this to just say, oh no, you're not getting my ADC, bye. Just stay there for a bit. Or to help them get a kill. So, yeah, gonna be a problem. Kukulkan, they fixed something with his whirlwind, which I hope they didn't fix. I wish they wouldn't fix because I don't like Kukulkan. Ratatosker fixed something. I was afraid, oh no, they're gonna nerf him again. Nobody's saying anything. Just stop, Hi-Rez. Just stop. You're repeating history. No, they just messed with something in his ult. Sobek, this one I've been hearing about. I remember the same thing with Beach Babe Afro. Fixed some missing VGS audio from his high C skin. Good stuff. But here's one. Susano getting a nerf. Jetstream. Reduced range 55-45. And the cooldown's now 16 seconds at all ranks. Oh boy. Susano. People have been complaining. This is going to probably reduce his chances of being banned. Because he can go in and out on somebody and destroy them. But now this is going to make it a bit of a risk. And okay, this is the one the only real thing I kind of cared about this whole patch. No offense to everything else. Terra. They sort of listened to what I wanted. Standing Stones, the passive. You deal more damage while your Standing Stones passive is activated. So if you have your Monolith up, you can do more damage. You have Crushing Earth Pillars up. You're gonna do a little more damage. We'll see. That's okay, but this is the one I want to talk about. Crushing Earth. They fixed a couple of things where stunning players who are running in or strafing into the walls from the outside, and one where they could get blocked before the walls actually came up. But this is the thing that I wanted. Reduced casting time, which is the walls coming up, 1.1 to 0.7 seconds. What I told you when I first heard of this and I saw it, it's like, oh great. I know what the problem's going to be. She's going to have a delay. People are going to see it coming. Like, unless you're sneaking up from them on them from behind, and the enemy's standing in place, they're just going to move out of the way. Now with this, it makes it a little bit harder for them to avoid it, unless they immediately dash or jump. So, this is good. This is good. However, as soon as Terra start getting getting their Crushing Earth to hit more often, people are going to notice, oh, that 1.5 second. The 1.5 second stun is going to be a nuisance. So, this is the second part. You increase that, but you nerf the stun. I'm okay with that. You nerf the stun from 1.5 seconds to just 1 second, flat. I would think that's fair. I think it's okay, considering, at least with the old casting time, it took a whole second as a wind up. So they had a chance, and if they still get hit at it, it's the player's fault. But now I think that would make it more fair. But then Uller, unnecessary buff. They're doing this because in case he's behind. Again, same problem. Why are you buffing ADCs that don't need it? The thing with Uller is that if he can get his hammer stun, he's gonna follow up with bladed arrow. If anything, if they were afraid of his late game or afraid of his early game, what they could have done was just kept the end as it was, just buffed the first couple levels as it was, and like, okay, that's fine. He's still gonna have the late game, but pretty much all ADCs have good late games. Xbalanque fixed something where he can get stuck in a state where he could no longer fire abilities or basic attacks. Okay, good enough. But other than that, this patch was kind of to me. Like, the only things I would really care for Terra, because I wanted her to be good. Fafnir, I didn't want him to get buffed or nerfed, but hey. Enchanted Spear helping mages in the meta a little bit. Spear the Magus getting a buff. But I don't know if you'll see much more use about that. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, so yeah. This patch was not boring. There's still stuff worth writing home about. Just not much that I would care for, per se. So anyway, I think that will do it. I will see you guys in another video.